Here we are at Victoria Palms Resort. It won't take you very long to figure out why this was named Victoria Palms. You'll get your reservation, site number, and gate code right at the office. What you'll do is drive straight in after you check in with the gate office, park, and then come back to the main office to check in. When you check in, you can ask them for a mailbox key and a clicker to get through the gate. They're $50 each, but they are refundable at checkout. The landscaping here is stunning. Check out that little bird drinking from the water fountain. Bye-bye, bird. In the middle of Victoria Palm Boulevard, it's lined with palm trees. Kind of makes me think of Hollywood or Beverly Hills, home of the movie stars. Victoria Palms is one of the better Encore resorts that we've been to. There's a lot of activities and the park is just beautiful. This is an age-qualified resort. There are a lot of manufactured homes here. This resort is a very popular resort in the valley, and a lot of people settle in here permanently. They have a lot of RV sites to choose from with full hookups, and some of them even have picnic tables. We've discovered that's a rarity in Texas. Not long ago, Thousand Trails was scattered throughout the park. They've now made an area of its own just for Thousand Trails. It's a pretty nice site. The road's decent. We have concrete pad, 50 amp full hookup. The only drawback is it's noisy. You hear a lot of the car noise and the trains come through here. However, we have our own row of palm trees just like Victoria Palm Boulevard. Here's our site. And as you can see, we have a new RV. Our site's a little messy as we are converting from a 36-footer to a 20-foot van. You got that right. Our next episode will be about van life. We thought we would try a new adventure this year. We're at site 5030 and it's clearly marked. Look how large these sites are back here. I love having the concrete pad as well as a little grassy spot. Nikita's enjoyed this little grassy spot. As you can see, we're still sorting through stuff. We even have our very own palm tree in our yard. Whoop, whoop. Your chairs don't even stand a chance in this Texas wind. So you even have cable back here. Your full hookup site with sewer, water, electric, and cable. Check it out. Our electrical box is not even wonky. This is the perfect resort to invite your family and friends to. Victoria Palms also has a hotel. The amenities are scattered out throughout this park, and it's a rather large park, so we're gonna take a ride on the bicycle to get around. They have a mail room here, so you can get your packages. Of course, only packages that come through the United States Post Office arrive here. The rest will come to your lot. For a $50 deposit, you can have a mailbox key while you're here. Don't worry, they'll return your deposit at checkout. And we have a package. If you want to post something for sale, there's plenty of sale boards in the post office. Across from the mailroom, if you have a letter that's ready to send, there is a mailbox. I absolutely adore unique and different plant holders. At the front of the park, there is a shower house and also one of the 2 laundromats they have here. Most of your places have plenty of parking, so if you want to bring your car or golf cart, there's more than enough room. Look how decorative. I'm not sure if I'm going into a spa or a laundromat. This place is huge. I'm not even going to count the washers and dryers. There's plenty here for everyone, and this is just laundromat number 1. There are some specifically marked for pet machines. I always like this so you don't get some pet hair in every washing machine or dryer. What a deal, what a bargain. The washing machines are $1.75 each. You can either use a card or you can use quarters. The washers and dryers use credit cards or quarters. The small washing machines are $2.25 each. The larger ones are $3. You can use one of their baskets to transfer your clothes from the washer to the dryer, or the dryer to the folding table. If you need a big sink to wash things out, right here in the laundromat, there's one for you. Beats washing things in the sink in your RV. This is pretty nice. You can give a description of what's going on with your machine, write it down and leave it, and they'll pick it up and fix what's going on. You don't see that in too many places. Here's a sample of one of the out-of-service machines. They even tell you what time the part was ordered, so you have an idea when this machine is going to be fixed. I am really interested in how many of you come into the laundry room and iron clothes. I think I've used it once in the last 4 years. The seats don't look as comfortable as other laundromats we've been to. If you check out our video at Lakewood, you'll see the laundromat looks like you're just right at home. These are handicap accessible restrooms. There are 5 sinks and 2 big mirrors. And yes, I can count. There are 3 on one side and 2 on the other side. There are 5 shower stalls. However, the handicap shower is the only one that has the amazing shower head. The first shower is clearly marked handicap accessible. Let's check it out and see if it is. The shower head is removable, so you can bring it closer to you. There is a shower mat and bath stool. A couple of railings to make it easier to transfer. The other 4 showers have these tiny little shower heads. They all have nice railings though. Safety is important. I would use these showers, and I really don't say that very often. There are 4 toilets, one being handicapped accessible. It does have a sturdy railing to help you get in and out of the toilet, and a wider door. The regular bathrooms have smaller doors and no handicap bars. Beside the shuffleboard court, there is a storage shed that houses all the activity equipment. You'll need to go to the rec office to get a key. They have a lot of shuffleboard courts here. You can play both day and night. There's a couple of bleachers here if you're a spectator or just like to watch shuffleboard. If you like horseshoes, there's a couple of pits right here next to the pool. I don't know how you could ever play shuffleboard. I'd want to dive inside that pool. Not only do you get the palm trees, but there's tons of palm tree shadows as well. At this point in time, there's only one place to take off your trash, and it's around the corner. There's a trash compactor. One of the hardest places to get around to in this park. But don't fret. On Mondays, once a week, if you set your garbage out on the side of the road, they'll stop by and pick it up. In this kiosk, on one side, there's a place to fill up your water. And on the other side, there's a vending machine for sodas. Inside this building, you'll find your computer room. There's also a second laundry, but you have to walk around to the hotel to get into it, or have a clicker for the gates. It's worth getting the clicker for the gate. Not only is it easier to get to some of the areas, your GPS will route you to go out this way sometimes too, because the traffic's better and things are closer. RC tracks are very popular in the valley, and Victoria Palms has one for you here. They're known here as the VP Dusters. They water that track to keep that dust down. It's a place for spectators to stand and watch. You can lean on the rail and take in the view. I really think Fred should get a race car and go racing next season. Hey, we're lucky we ran into some guys practicing. And away they go. Whoa, hit that bank. Woo! Turn 4, coming up on turn 1. Here he comes on turn 3. If you like Pentacue, there's a couple of courts here for you. I don't think I've ever played. Matter of fact, I know I've never played. Gotta rest when you're in the middle of a game, right? Beside RC track and the Pentacue court, you have the River Run Park, the off-leash dog park. This is the largest of the 2 dog parks that are in the resort. Your dog could get a lot of running done in here. That's Susie Q. And Susie Q obviously loves the water. They even have a place for the humans to rest. Nikita learning to be gentle with the little old guys and have fun with the big guys. Nestled between 2 modular homes, you'll find a walkway, and that's where you'll discover the pickleball court. There are 8 pickleball courts here. And here in Texas, there's never a lack for wind and sunshine, which creates a lot of shadows. Don't have a partner, you can just take your pickleball and practice right here on the board. Here you'll find a few bleachers if you want to just watch pickleball. If you forgot your pickleball, hey, there's some extra ones here for you. Need to practice your slam dunk? There's a basketball goal here right on the pickleball court. At the center of the resort is Victoria Palms Recreation Hall. When you enter into the recreation room, this is the first area you'll see. A nice place to kick back and relax. In this area, you'll find your activities office. There's a booth where you can get your ticket sales for the different shows and events that they host. There are 2 huge TVs in here, but I'm not sure if I'd want to play them both because of the noise. Remember your code. Don't leave it at the RV because there are certain rooms that you can't get into without the code, like the billiards room. Inside the rec hall, you'll find the cards room. You'll find a closet full of games and cards. Anyone up for a game of poker? This is a very nice room to entertain in. I'm not so certain there are very many cool nights to have a fire here in Texas, at least not here in southern Texas. So you better take advantage of any cool night. Come in and start a fire. Beautiful shiny grand piano. I'd say come in and try it out, but it's locked. Inside here, you'll find rows and rows of books, magazines, and puzzles. It's the VP library. You can return your book right here in this white box. Or if you want to donate new items, you can do that as well. There's a whole closet full of puzzles. You can take them and work them here, or they encourage you to take them home as well. Just bring them back. They have a place for your new books, fiction and nonfiction. There's a display of memorable memoirs. Inside the recreation hall, you'll find the Veterans Memorial. Your fitness center is also found inside of the recreation hall. There's a nice roomy fitness center for you. Attached to the recreation hall is Victoria Restaurant. You really need to go in and meet David at least once during your stay here. We're gonna go check it out for breakfast.
We're getting an omelet from Omelet Dave.
And look right here what it says on this little article. It says the great ones are known by just one name. Kobe, Tiger, Brady, and Dave.
Say, look, Dave celebrates over 100,000 omelets.
Are you gonna have an omelet too or no?
One of the best reasons to come to Victoria Palms is Dave's Omelets.
That's her omelet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Is it? It's not.
Not only do they make great omelets, well, check out this waffle. Fred's going after seconds. Fred says the bacon is amazing here. There are 2 pools, a small one and one that's much larger. The pool is always full and has cabanas surrounding it, 2 hot tubs, and plenty of greenery. There's outside showers right behind the partition, as well as bathrooms. Inside the ballroom, they rent it out for special occasions. This is also where you'll find any of the shows they host.
Good evening. We are Voyager, a tribute to the music of Journey, and we came all the way from Phoenix, Arizona. Yes.
As well as dances and our favorite, karaoke night. Back away from most of the other amenities is the bocce ball court. They call it the Austin Bocce Ball Court, in memory of Joanne Austin. On the back row of the modular homes, there is a little sanctuary area. One of the side roads, there's a little fire pit area with a picnic table and a place to rest. Surrounded with several bricks that are in loving memory to several different people. This is the White House. This is where they host their coffees in the morning for men and women. Also, they can rent this out for banquet hall. And if you need a pavilion, there's one right outside the White House. I can't take you inside and show you around because there is a key required. And let me tell you, this girl doesn't get dressed early enough in the morning to come out and have coffee. There's a dog walk that runs down this wooden fence and turns the corner to the left and down another route. Back behind the craft center, there's a smaller dog park. This is closer to where Fred, Nikita, and I are staying. So this is where we kind of come the most and meet up with a lot of friends. There's a beautiful southern live oak right here in this small dog park. Gives a little shade for the dogs to rest under. Of course, if you're the human, they built you a little shed with a nice bench. I know I'd rather stand under the live oak. At the very back of the park, there is the craft center. I was not kidding you when I told you that the activities are scattered throughout the park. There is a second story to this building. There is also an outside ramp. In case you're in a wheelchair, you can go all the way to the top and enter the building. There are also steps leading up to the top if you're so inclined. Let's take a stroll together up the ramp. Now, one of the things I really like about Texas, at least southern Texas, is that the wind is almost always blowing. So I don't have to do anything to my hair. All I have to do is wash it, brush it out, go outside. It's wind blown dry, and it's always a mess. Works for me. So this is a pretty nice ramp going all the way up. It's covered with a canopy as well. And if you stop a little ways up, you can see the dog park. The dog park and my Southern Live Oak from the ramp of the craft center. We're almost to the top, so let's continue on. Oh, look up there, it's also lit. So you can see your way in the dark. Let's check out the view from the top of the craft center. Now that's funny. We made it to the top, but the doors kept locked. And so if you're here for an event, knock really loudly and they'll come and answer. Inside the craft building, they have a wood carving shop. You must check in with the wood shop monitor to get in here. They have a number to call. You can see some of their beautiful work displayed in the windows. This is where they host one of the churches. There are two on the property. This is Christ Church. It's a non-denominational. We've attended this one and have really loved it. There are also a couple of dartboards in here, actually 4 to be exact. You will also find a ping pong table in here. There's a couple of restrooms in here, 1 man, 1 woman. If you like art and ceramics, there's a room for you here too. There are all kinds of art supplies in here. These bring back a lot of memories. I remember when I was a little girl, probably about 6 or 7, my mom and I used to go buy these little ceramic figurines, and then we'd go home and paint them together. You can't see inside, but they have a kiln room in there. Wow, that's pretty cool. Inside, they have a chairlift that will take you up to the cactus room. So I think I'd just soon come in here and take the chairlift, just have to go up that ramp, beat on the door to get someone to answer. The cactus room looks like a fun place to host some events. I like this room better than the ballroom for smaller events. Check out the little stage up here. I'm surprised they don't host the karaoke show up here. Howdy, y'all. Anybody out there care for some cactus juice? Me, myself, would love to have a little adult beverage right about now. If you're a seamstress, up here's the sewing, quilting, and stitching room. This might be the place for you. Sew, quilt, stitch. I have a little project I might have to bring up here this week. This is a huge sewing room. The sewing machines are locked up right now, but there's plenty of space for you to get one out and start sewing. A big area to cut your fabric. They have lots of sewing books for you to check out. They have a stained glass room up here. At the far back corner, there are some recycling bins. I really honestly have to say, for as huge as this park is, it's hard to get to some of these things to throw stuff away. Just my take. One of mine and Nikita's favorite things to do is to come up the middle of the park on a cool evening and walk this little winding path. Oh, glory flying high proudly, surrounded by the palm trees. The veggie man's here at Victoria Palms. He's the same one that we saw at Paradise South. Really happy about that because we really loved his fruits and vegetables last time we bought from him.
13, 14, 15, 70.
All right.
All right, we're in hot tub number 1, and we're hanging out here. Music's a little loud, but we're gonna try to get through it. So it's 104 degrees, that's right. Sling says it, it's official. We're gonna go over to the other hot tub, right over there, see it right behind me, and we're gonna see what that temperature is.
Sling is caught in the whirlpool.
All right, here we go. We're in hot tub number 260. And boy, it's hard to read. It's dark out here. Ooh, 106. That's right. 106 right here. Probably illegal, but hey, it feels great. I'm telling you. Thing approved. Thing approved. And we'll see you on the next one. All right, it's time for the Victoria Palms Cellular Service Report. Well, first up is Verizon at 128 megabits per second down and 19.9 megabits per second up. Nice numbers for Verizon. Second place, T-Mobile, 77.4 megabits per second down and 21.0 megabits per second up. Not bad either. And then AT&T, 11.4 megabits per second down and 0.49 megabits per second up. Well, a little hard to get that one to work. But otherwise, you should be fine. This park has a ton of stuff to do. So you're probably not going to be on the internet much except to find out when the next event is. And you're going to love it. We plan to be back, and you should come with us. Thank you, and we'll talk to you next time.